What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Love Lies Bleeding, starring Kristen Stewart, directed by Rose Glass. So, Kristen Stewart is an actress that for the longest time, was not a big fan of. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really a fan at all, honestly. It's with the Twilight movies and, Snow White and the Huntsman, these movies that I really didn't like back then. Um, her acting was kind of stale at the time, but ever since she did this movie a couple years back called Spencer, where she played Princess Diana, I thought she was great in that movie, and I thought it was a really good movie. She even got nominated for an Oscar. So ever since then, I've been watching a lot of her newer stuff, even some of her old stuff, and I think she's really improved, acting wise, and just the movies she's been in have been a lot better as of late. She did this Christmas movie called Happiest Season. It was like on Hulu. That was a really good Christmas movie. I really enjoyed that one too. And even this horror movie she did called Underwater, I thought that was pretty good too. Didn't get great reviews, but I thought it was a lot of fun. So going into this movie, A24, Kristen Stewart, who I'm starting to like a lot more lately. You know, I was intrigued. I was intrigued going into this movie, so I really really liked it. I thought it was a great film. I thought this was a really good movie. I think Kristen Stewart is on a roll lately. Honestly, I never thought I'd see the day. It's the same with Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, I really didn't think was all that, and then he just started coming out with these string of movies, like Good Time and Lighthouse and all these other movies, and I'm like, man, these actors they kind of got wasted in Twilight. They're actually good actors, and nowadays they're in much better stuff, doing much better things, acting much better, so I thought Love Lies Bleeding was another really good movie to add to the recent uh, streak from Kristen Stewart. I just thought this movie had a lot of interesting things to say. Um, I thought the acting was really good. Kristen Stewart and her scene partner. Um, I thought uh, Ed Harris was great in the film. I thought he was a really menacing villain with his crazy hairdo, you know. And even Dave Franco's in this movie, and I thought uh, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I'll just say that. So yeah, I don't know. This movie just it kind of checked all the boxes that I was looking for in this movie. A24 recently has also just been dominating. Like they're just the best movie company out there. Period. I can't think of any other movie company right now that's even coming close to A24. They're just knocking it out of the park. And Love Lies Bleeding was just another one to add to the long list of great A24 movies. I just thought this movie had a lot of style. It had a lot to say. The cinematography was beautiful in a lot of scenes. It almost felt like a fever dream a lot of the time. So I was just kind of mesmerized by the film. I don't know. I thought it was really really well made, and the story is pretty interesting as well. Honestly, I thought it was pretty unpredictable. I didn't know what was gonna happen next. The film just kind of goes, to all these crazy places, and you're like, oh my god, what the hell's gonna happen next? And I love those kind of movies. There's a lot of movies nowadays that are just incredibly predictable. You know exactly what's about to happen. This movie, I genuinely was like, I don't know what's gonna happen next. So I really appreciated that. And like I said, like the acting is just top notch. I just think Kristen Stewart is just really cool, man. I don't know. She's just very laid back in this role. The performances she's doing nowadays is the complete polar opposite of Bella from Twilight. And I've actually gone back to the Twilight movies recently. I'm watching them right now, actually, because I don't know. I'm just been watching a lot of Kristen Stewart movies, and they're bad, but I'm not gonna lie, they're very entertaining. Like they're like the definition of guilty pleasures. Um, but back to Love Lies Bleeding. Like I said, this movie looks visually stunning. Um, the music is really good. It has that '80s style. It's set in the '80s, and it's really nice to see all these movies that are based in the '80s. The '80s have really taken over. Again, honestly, with Stranger Things and movies like Fear Street. This. So it's really cool to see the '80s. Taking its old form again in film. And yeah, no, I just thought this was really, really well done, honestly. And um, I can't wait to see what this director does next. Rose Glass. She's directed two really good films. She did another one called Saint Maud. That one was really good too. Another A24 movie. So I was really impressed by this movie once again. And I think people should watch it. It's an indie film pretty much. I think movies like this really should be supported more. A lot of movies nowadays that get most money are big budget blockbusters, stuff like that, which is all fine. But I think that movies like Love Lies Bleeding that really have a story to tell, I think they deserve to get real, money out of it. And yeah, no, I also thought like there was a lot of um, things that the movie had to say about love. Whether this person is really worth sacrificing all this stuff for. Is the love really worth it? Is this person good? Is this person bad? Like there's these dilemmas in the film that keeps you wondering throughout, like, is this person worth making it out? Is this person deserving of this? There's all these questions that the movie gives you. And I love movies like that. Like I said, unpredictable, good writing, good characters, and that's all you can really ask for a movie like Love Lies Bleeding. So I would give this movie a 9 out of 10. I really recommend it. Very well made. And yeah, that's the video, guys. More on the way, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.